Today I want to walk you through something that frustrates almost every Meta advertiser I speak to. You create 3 ads, you're excited, you spend time on the hooks, the angles, the visuals, you hit publish, and Meta basically goes, great work, I'm going to spend all your money on this one ad. The others? Yeah, I'll pretend they don't exist. You refresh the dashboard hours later or days later and you realise 2 of your ads have barely delivered. A few impressions, maybe a couple of pounds spent, nothing meaningful. And you think, what am I doing wrong? Why won't Meta give these ads a chance? The truth is, you're not doing anything wrong. This is just how Meta behaves after Andromeda update. And in this video, I'm not going to only explain why this happens, but also the exact approach I recommend. So stay with me until the end, because that part is really what will make the difference in your ad account. Before we get into the solutions, here's why you should listen to me. I spend every single day inside hundreds of real Meta ad accounts. Inside the Ads Clinic, we support over 200 small and medium-sized businesses who are all dealing with Andromeda's quirks, delivery issues, algorithm changes, creative fatigue, and the reality of modern Facebook advertising. And because of that, I get to see patterns that you simply don't get to see when you're only looking at your own ad account. I see what happens across dozens of industries. I see what works, what breaks, and what the algorithm is prioritizing right now. So what I'm about to share with you isn't just guesswork. It's based on thousands of hours across hundreds of ad accounts and millions in spend, all operating inside this new Andromeda world. So let's get into the 4 options you have when Meta decides to show one ad and ignore the rest. And remember, only 2 of these are actually worth your time. The first option is do nothing. Yeah, seriously. Sometimes the best thing you can do is absolutely nothing. If your overall results are good, don't panic and don't start making emotional changes. Meta has picked a winner and it has decided that the other ads aren't likely to outperform the winner based on the early signals. And that doesn't mean the other ads are bad. It might simply be they're too similar, or your budget is too low to split, or Meta predicts there's no advantage to showing them. If the account is working well, forcing spend on a different ad could actually make your results worse. So if the numbers are strong overall, the smartest thing you can do is back off and let Meta optimize. Don't chase the impressions, chase the results. The second option comes into play when performance isn't great, or Meta stop delivering. Sometimes Meta will literally turn off an ad for you after 14 days with no results. When that happens, the best thing you can do is create a completely new ad, but it has to be meaningfully different. Not just a color, not just a shorter version, not just a new emoji. It needs a new hook, a new angle, a new concept, a new format, or a new persona. You need to bring something genuinely fresh and unexpected to the algorithm. This doesn't guarantee Meta will spend on it, but it gives you a much better chance because you're giving Meta something that actually needs diversity to the ad set. The third option is the one lots of advertisers default to, and it's the one that causes the most problems. This is where you create a separate campaign to force delivery on the ignored ad. This is the old school thinking, and post Andromeda, it's one of the worst things you can do. You end up splitting your budget too thin. You compete against yourself, you reduce optimization efficiency, you confuse the system, and even if the ad does perform well in that separate campaign, there's no guarantee it will work well when you put it back into the main campaign. This approach causes more problems than it solves. You avoid it. The fourth option is the one I prefer and the one that consistently delivers the best insight. Use Meta's creative testing tool. Instead of guessing how the ignored ad might perform, the creative test forces Meta to give each ad in the test a fair share of the budget. It's the only way to see how the ad performs with actual delivery. You can test a duplicated version of the underperforming ad, or you can test a brand new creative concept. You give Meta dedicated budget to learn from both ads without starving one of them. In one of my recent tests, Meta hardly showed an ad for weeks. When I ran the creative test, that same ad suddenly performed almost as well as the winning ad. And afterwards, Meta actually started giving it more delivery. It's like Meta needed the extra data to trust the ad. Creative testing gives you clarity, clean data, and proper insight in how an ad actually performs when given a chance. So what should you do? 2 simple rules. If your results are good overall, do nothing. Seriously, do not overthink it. If you want clarity or improvement, run a creative test. Don't create a new campaign. Don't duplicate ad sets. Don't try to force delivery. Just test properly. In fact, here's my full recommendation and the thing I want you to take from this video. Every new ad should start in a creative test. This way, you see how an ad performs with real budget from the start. You stop guessing why Meta chooses one over the other, and you start making decisions based on data, not emotions. So next time Meta shows one ad and ignores the rest, don't panic. You're not doing anything wrong. This is exactly how Andromeda behaves. Good results? Leave it alone. Need answers? Run a creative test. I hope that helps. If you need any more help and you want any more videos on how to run your Facebook ads successfully and get the results that you feel you deserve, and you probably do deserve, click the link below and go to my free school where I teach you everything I know about Facebook ads, all for free. I'll see you there.